Me a name.
I wanna go home.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Like a sucker.
We're going to Arizona. It's Wednesday, December 6th, 2017.
Yes, it is.
And we are going to my grandfather's homegoing today, his celebration of life. Grandpa Junker, 93 years old. He left in peace, and yeah, I'm gonna go celebrate with my entire family, many of which I haven't seen in a decade or so. So that should be interesting to like see everyone and I don't know, celebrate his life. But I know it's gonna be rough. I'm not sure how well I'm gonna be able to hold it together, because y'all know how much my grandfather meant to me and how big of a role that he played in my life. And not only that, that's my husband talking to my nieces. Not only that, but I think that the hardest part of today is probably gonna be seeing my grandmother without my grandfather. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's appropriate to record High Holy Mass. It seems like heresy. Don't you think?
Nope.
You don't think so?
This is the day that the Lord has made, and we should always rejoice and be glad in it.
But it's kind of a big deal because my brother's doing a reading at the High Holy Mass, so I kind of want to record him doing the reading at least. I don't know. Blessed to have Angelo here and to be married to him. You're the best. You're the best, baby. He's untying my dress.
Lord is my light and my salvation.
Whom I myself shall see. My own eyes, not another's, shall behold him.
So we're here now at the celebration of life at the hotel. There's awesome pictures of my grandpa.
How pretty is Daddy?
Those two.
He sang when he did yard work. He sang while he did chores. He sang in church, in the shower. He sang all the time.
Me a name I call myself, for a long, long way to run.
Vocabulary. And I hope it's not too lugubrious.
My precious husband knew how important Grandma and Grandpa were into my life. That he knew they were so important that he waited to propose to me until we were on a trip to Arizona, so that the first thing I could tell my grandparents is that we're engaged, and so that he could meet them then. And in the beginning of my adult life, I made it a habit to call Grandpa just about every day, because I knew that that was important to me and to them. They are my blood, they are my family, and I think it's so sad and disappointing when family doesn't honor each other in that way, because we need each other. We all go through different things, and we're supposed to support and understand whatever we're going through. So as I called Grandpa, specifically through that time when I couldn't call my own father, I knew I can call Grandpa, and I can talk to Grandpa. And Grandpa always answered, and he talked to me longer than 15 minutes sometimes, which is a miracle in itself. And he'd say, "Little girl, what's going on today? I read in the newspaper that there's a crazy little girl on the street, stay at home." He always liked that joke. But I could go on and on. The point of it is that I am so grateful for the relationship that Grandma and Grandpa had and they kept and maintained, and that we're able to see that real love exists. When I found out about Grandpa's passing, I had a lot going on that day, so I tried to just wait to process it. You guys know, so I knew I was going to be a mess. So I was like, let me just wait. I can just wait, not think about it too much. I have a lot to do today. I'll process it later tonight when I get home. And then people kept calling me and texting me. They knew that Grandpa had passed, and I started falling apart. And I was in the car, going to a community church service, about to sing in front of all these people. I said, this is not a good situation. My eyes are bloodshot red. All my makeup had streaks down my face. And I sat in that car, and all I heard was Grandpa's voice. And this is what he said: he said, "Good Lord, Ebeth, move on with your life." I was like, you know what, you're right, Grandpa. I love you, I honor you, but what would he say? He would say, "Good Lord, Ebeth, move on with your life. I'm gone, I'm happy, I'm at peace. You just keep living your life." And that's something that I will always remember is, "Good Lord, Ebeth, move on with your life." It's good Lord. So we're going to sing this song together for memory's sake and to remember that there's always a tomorrow and we can make whatever we need to out of tomorrow. So you ready to sing with me? Yes. Hopefully I won't fall apart in the middle of the song. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and sorrow. Till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just sit in my chair and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may.
My dad, one thing my dad and I had in common was love of machinery. Mike and Beth know that. I inherited this love of machines, and through my generations, I got associated with my generation of machines, the computer. So I've been doing that since '83. But either way, Dad he could pretty much put anything together. He was like the old-time MacGyver.
Wondering.
For me, Bill was always predictable. And I loved that. You know, I think about, thank God we were invited to be a part of this wonderful family.
You're stuck with us.
The kids would sing and whatnot. His eyes would be like this. And he'd be watching, and he was enjoying the moment. Because you were his treasure.
Loved you all so much, and we got to watch the DVDs of the 30th anniversary, 40th anniversaries, and 50th anniversaries, and 60th, and all of you guys singing. And growing up, I felt like I just had this window into your family.
Grandpa, when I would visit, and what everybody was saying is he would sing, and so he used to sing "Sweet Out of Line" to me every time.
8 years ago, next week actually, almost to the day, I called my daddy. Because a life-altering crisis had hit me out of the blue.
You go, girl.
Thank you. I'm sure Mother knew something was wrong, because as soon as she picked up the phone, I asked for Dad. And usually she and I would visit, but when I would ask for Dad, she knew something was wrong. So I told Dad what happened, although I'm surprised he could understand me, because as soon as I began talking to him, I started sobbing uncontrollably, sort of like I just did. Without missing a beat, in his steady, firm, and calm voice, my daddy said, "Buck up, you'll get through this." He didn't gush on and on. He didn't tell me how sorry he was for me. He didn't commiserate with me. He didn't preach me a sermon. But those words stuck with me, and I did.
From school and to drive me out to Prescott, and he had a cassette in the Jeep Wagoneer of the Music Man, And I think we played through that thing about 4 or 5 times. I don't think we talked about our day or anything about what was going on. We just sang. We sang the whole way up there. The last time that I talked to Grandpa, he was asking me about the church, and I was telling him how everything was going. And every time that I hung up before I did, he just wanted to tell me. He said that Grandma and I are so proud. We're so proud of you. And I always knew that that's how my phone conversations were going to end. And I'm so thankful for the legacy that he lived, and he was a man of great faith, but beyond that too, he was a great man. He was the definition, the epitome of manhood to me, and I'm so thankful for the example.
Inside out, about to show, tell you folks what it's about. Now time for, whoa! Talking about, no school. If you want to get down, I'm gonna show you the way. Woo, there it is, let me hear you say, woo, there it is. Woo, there it is. Woo, there it is. Woo. Come on, y'all, a little louder. Woo, there it is. Woo, there it is. Woo, shakalaka, 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 shaka. Shakalaka, 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 shaka. Woo, shakalaka, 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 shaka. Woo. Pretty good day. It was fun to see all our family, and we're gonna hang out with them tomorrow as well at Zoo Lights. So tomorrow's gonna be a full day as well. So thanks for watching this video, and you know, it was tough, but it was a good day. So life's what you make it. So let's make it rock. Okay, we're going now.
Really
Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Okay, thanks. Stay awesome, be you, and keep loving Jesus. Boom. Bye.